Hi, this is going to be a mini lesson on enzymes. Enzymes are proteins with a specialty. I call them protein specialists. Their specialty is going to be in chemical reactions. Now, as you look at the pictures on the screen, you can see they look just like all the rest of the proteins because they are a protein. Complex and gorgeous, and have a special job and a special role in life. Their main job in living things is to lower the energy it takes for a reaction to happen. You can see in the chart on the screen, there's two reactions that are illustrated, one in red and one in blue. The one in red is a reaction that would take place naturally. Now you can see that it has to climb a big hill of energy to get down to its products. Well, if you have to climb a big hill, it takes a lot more time, and it's like a big barrier for that reaction to take place. So the bigger the hill, the bigger the barrier, the slower and more or less likely that reaction is to take place. The one in blue is smaller. The hill is smaller because we've added these protein specialists called enzymes. These enzymes have reduced the amount of energy it's taken to actually make that reaction go, so it's more likely to happen, and obviously with less energy. So in essence, the enzymes make reactions, and especially chemical reactions, go faster. Now these enzymes are proteins, and they are created just like all the rest of the proteins are. And when these are created, when they're used in chemical reactions, they're not destroyed. They are used over and over and over again to help all these reactions take place. Some examples that you might see during biology class: polymerase, maybe you'll see lipase, pepsin, amylase, and catalase. And we can find them in various parts of the humans, various animals, and various plants. And you'll hear about them throughout biology. Now you'll notice that the majority of the enzymes end in ASE or ACE. And when you hear that, you can almost always assume that we're talking about an enzyme. Now notice, not all enzymes end in ACE, but the good majority of them do. Now, how are they different from each other? Well, just like all proteins, their shape determines their actual function. Each enzyme is made for a specific chemical reaction or for a specific reaction. So in this picture you'll see there are two enzymes there, but they're very specific to what they want to work with. Okay, and when we talk about the stuff they work with, we call it substrates, and we aren't going to get into that kind of detail today, but we are going to talk about these enzymes work with specific things, and they're built for these specific reactions and the parts of those reactions. Now, how are they used in the human body? Well, the list is varied and long, but I'll give you a couple things that you'll run into, especially in biology class. One, we're going to talk about them breaking down the macromolecules in our food. So the proteins, the carbohydrates, the fats, the lipids, all those things that we take in and ingest so that we can use them in our body. They help us create and use ATP, which is our cell's energy. Okay, so it's used in energy cycles like glycolysis. It'll help us zip and unzip DNA for the process of copying DNA. And so those are some of the uses you'll hear about in biology class, and the list of actual uses is way, way deeper than this, but this is the three that you can expect for sure to hear about. Now, enzymes are regulated, so they are controlled, and they're affected by three main things. One going to be temperature. One's going to be how much acid is available and other molecules. The presence of other molecules we call regulatory molecules. When we have those available, sometimes they're affected by them. So that's going to help us control how fast and how slow the enzymes work, how quickly reactions can actually take place as well. So again, temperature affects the actual overall effect effectiveness of the enzymes. So that's a little mini session on enzymes. Again, they're protein specialists and they are specializing in chemical reactions.